Hey guys, how's it going? Kripp here. Today I want to talk about the most anticipated, the card that the public overall, and including myself, thought would be the best card from Whispers of the Old Gods, and that is, of course, Call of the Wild. And this is a card that's very interesting to talk about because there's been a recent upswing of hunters on ladder recently. If you've played ladder, you know what I'm talking about. You know that the card is very good, but it's a very interesting thing that the hunter class really hadn't started to get off the ground until very recently. So what's been going on with the constructed hunter? Well, at the start of Whispers of the Old Gods, there were a lot of control decks, and there were a lot of decks that had a lot of taunt minions, a lot of life gain, and it basically made it so it was very difficult to win as a hunter in general. And now we have mostly aggressive decks, mostly zoo decks, which hunter kind of goes back and forth with. But the thing is, hunters haven't really gotten any new tools or anything in any other aspect of the game. Yeah, there's a few new cards that they use out of Whispers of the Old Gods, except for, in addition to Call of the Wild, of course, but they're not that important. I think if hunters got literally no other cards from Whispers of the Old Gods, if you just got one card, and that's Call of the Wild, I think people would still be playing the similar mid-range hunter decks that they're playing today, because a lot of the cards that were added aren't that big of an asset to the class. But Call of the Wild certainly is. And people have made the realization that if they make a deck that doesn't really have to win, it just keeps up with a lot of the zoo, a lot of the tempo, a lot of the aggressive decks on ladder, which again is like 80% of the ladder right now. When they play Call of the Wild, they will win the game. Call of the Wild is absolutely that good. The main deterrent to playing it is that hunters didn't really get any new tools. In fact, they lost tools with a lot of the secret plays from Naxxramas in the standard format not being available. But they got this late game gigantic push for board, for lethal, for survivability that is Call of the Wild that makes these decks actually viable, in my opinion, largely from this card alone. So is it the most impactful card in Whispers of the Old Gods? Probably not, but it's pretty close. And I think in terms of weight without the card, hunters would really not be a thing on ladder right now. And that's I think, a very, very profound thing. Call of the Wild has made a really big impact in Arena as well. In Arena, again, hunters didn't really get much from the expansion. Well, that follows in Arena. They still got not very much in Arena. Hunters are considered one of the worst classes in Arena right now, but they got Call of the Wild. And when you're playing Arena and you're playing at like 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 wins, you do see a few hunters every now and then, and generally the hunters that you see have really good decks, and those really good decks tend to have Call of the Wild, which is why those hunters get there. So my main criticism for kind of the hunter class as a whole that Blizzard designed in the Whispers of the Old Gods expansion is not that like the other cards kind of suck and Call of the Wild is way too good. We've seen that kind of dynamic in the past where classes just get one super powerful card and that propels it to viability in both the constructed and arena environment. But in this case, at least as far as arena is concerned, I think Call of the Wild should not have been an epic card. It makes it so when you're drafting a hunter deck, it's too much of a crapshoot. To get a specific epic card is very low chance when it comes to arena play, and a card being so impactful on a class that really needs all the help it can get, it's not too fair that it's such a crapshoot. If Call of the Wild, I don't want Call of the Wild being a common card. No thank you. But if Call of the Wild was like a rare card, you could have, I think with the new weights and the occurrence bonuses in Arena, you could probably have like 1 in 6 hunter decks being just a genuinely very good deck, which is probably similar proportions to some of the other more average classes in Arena, let's say. So that's about all my criticism, but today I want to show you guys a few clips so you can see, if you haven't experienced much of it already, just how much of an impact this one card can make, not only on just a game, but as a class as a whole. So check it out. Hope you guys learned something. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. I actually like all of these cards.
Before the might of the elves.
These are all good. Why is Yogg in there? Because you guys wanted me to put Yogg in there. I don't know. Please not Tharson. Wow, I would have lost if it was Tharson. Good luck, bro. I don't think you can possibly win. Nice. I'm the mid-range hunter now, bro. Bring it. Actually, don't bring it if you have Animal Companion. Okay, that's good. You can bring that.
Death
Already had that last turn. Alright. Man, I like the resonating sound of that elephant. Turn after turn, 3 damage. Gimme, gimme.
Death comes.
I mean, that's freeze trap, so. Sometimes when you lock and load, you only have 1 bullet, okay? I mean, you know, you gotta use what you got. Can't be all picky about these things. Three mana, 1/1. Yog's gonna do work here. I think he's gonna die on the Called Wild. That's pretty bad. Okay. So I can on the hunt that, and then deadly shot, but no, that. Okay, yeah, the main problem is he might have a Call to Wild here, and I would kind of probably lose if he does. Okay. Alright, well he needs 2 kill commands here, so short of that I think I'm fine. One of his cards is some... Oh. Oh, that's not good. No, that's not good at all. 1 damage off lethal. But I think I can't stay alive. This would actually be better if I lost the joust. Fuck! Dude, if I went first, I would have had that. The first Call to Wild is like GG. Call to Wild after getting Call to Wild is like... Can't do anything. I don't know, it's a hunter. Math can be hard for hunters. Oh yeah, the fire bat 1 out of 3. That was the game, wasn't it? Damn. Those savage hounds. I had that so easily, but Call to Wild first, and then a second Call to Wild was too much for me to do anything. Oh, freezing's not going to work against the Paladin very well. That's going to work against the Paladin very well. I have both trackings, but I don't know what I'm playing against yet, so let's figure that out, then I'll use them. I've only played one N'Zoth Pally. I lost, but it was mostly Ragnaros again. Just can't really deal with Ragnaros very well, that's about it.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
Dragons. It's like Dragon N'Zoth. Deadly Shot's not gonna work.
I think I'll just keep the arcane shot.
Death comes.
Plays tracking with flare. I don't think that's a good idea.
I wield the power of Black.
Guess what trap I have? Can you guess? You shouldn't be getting timed out by Nightbot too badly. Gotta get Malagos. It's one of those ways that I win. I really want to extend this weapon if I can.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to set up a Call to Wild here. I'm kind of all in here. Oh. Damn.
Let the pain speak to me. Reporting for duty. Follow the rule.
Death comes.
The problem is he probably has a lot of healing, but we'll have to see if he's capable of clearing the board well enough and healing at the same time. That might not be too easy to do. Alright.
Death comes.
There's another one.
I have no time for games.
The victory is yours.
Call the skill, boys. Call it in. Easy.
Why do you go?
The light protects me.
Job done.
Okay. Yeah, Zood just destroys Hunter. Can't really do too much about it. I've won some of these in the past, but not very many. Alright, well I got the board somehow.
Buying or selling. Why do you go?
And it's gone. No, that's a really bad card. I can't arcane shot the 2/2. There's like a million cards that he could play that destroy me.
Get it out! Get it out! My shield for Argus!
Death
Mm-hmm. Guess probably just running into Leroy Powerwhelm any minute now.
Death comes.
Call the Wild makes a big impact. Okay. Could I actually win? I think I might win. No way.
My shield for Argus.
So it's gonna be 6-6-3. Ah! That's a win, boys.
This time.
Wow.